Okay, so I'm putting together a photo video then I should say, of a repair that I took out on an LG fridge freezer. The specific model is GBB59PZRZS. Now it's a reasonably modern fridge freezer, although I should imagine this kind of repair job could be used on older models as well. It's an inverter linear compressor. However, the problem that I and many others have had over time is the back of the freezer section begins to freeze up, and ice forms underneath the bottom shelf or the bottom drawer, and that makes it rather difficult to remove the drawer. In fact, in our case, when it iced up, pulling on the drawer hard enough to remove the drawer broke said drawer. So it was time to investigate and find out exactly what was going on. So the first thing to investigate with the fridge freezer was the drain pipe, and this is located at the back of the fridge freezer. It's a small pipe on one corner that comes down, and it's got like a little black rubber duckbill type attachment at the end of it, which is designed to allow water to escape but to stop creepy crawlies from crawling up the pipe. I believe that's why it's there. I should imagine it's not 100% essential to have it should it be all gunged up or not functioning properly, but in our case this little rubber duckbill thing seemed to be fine, and I removed the pipe actually. On our LG unit it was actually, when you're looking at the back of the fridge, it was on the right side, so from the front that would be the left side, the back left corner. So removing the pipe and running water through it showed that there was absolutely no reason why the water shouldn't be able to go down that pipe, which quickly led me to believe then that the reason why this pipe wasn't allowing water to exit the freezer was because there was so much ice formed. The pipe was blocked. So unfortunately that requires disassembly of the bottom part of the freezer. I didn't want to take ages with the freezer disconnected from the mains, because there was a fair amount of frozen food. It wasn't convenient to keep it elsewhere. So there are 3 screws at the back of the freezer with a cover, a white cover. This covers the evaporation unit and the heater circuit. The heater circuit, I believe, comes on periodically to defrost this section of the freezer. And I had no reason to believe that this wasn't functioning correctly, because I could clearly see water, forming ice periodically every day, a number of times a day. As quick as I could, remove the ice at the bottom, it was there 4 hours later. So this part of the fridge freezer appeared to be working perfectly. So removing 3 screws, taking the back panel off, there was an amount of ice at the bottom where the heating unit is, the heating pipes. So I removed this ice, as you can see in the photos. The next thing was to find out why the pipe was blocked, and as predicted, it was due to ice. So the next thing was to apply a hairdryer to this section to aid removal of the blockage. It was not a quick process. It took me well over an hour to do, I think, in total. The next thing I did was try to physically remove as much ice as I could with a small flat-bladed screwdriver. Very carefully, mind you. You don't want to break anything plastic in there. And then last resort was to start tipping boiling water in small quantities down this section, down that pipe, until eventually the water was able to flow. I then removed as much water as I could from the inside of the freezer section, pretty much all of the water actually. Only the small amount of water that I'd poured was remaining in the evaporation unit at the back of the fridge, which is open and designed to hold a small amount of water anyway, so I didn't worry too much about that. Once that's been achieved, then you can just put the whole unit back together. Now, one of the things I wanted to check was to make sure that the actual fan unit was working properly on the frost-free side of the fridge freezer, and you can easily check that by plugging it back in but leaving the back panel removed. And in our case, and as expected, the fans are actually working perfectly. It's not the cause of the problem. It was just an accumulation of ice over time, preventing adequate venting, if you like, of the or drainage of the accumulated melt ice. And that's it.